This is my friend Sumo. He hasn't been here for a while. He's been on vacation. Say hi, Sumo.
Hello.
He's a friendly dude. He loves movies. I love having him around. Kind of like you. By the way, welcome to the theater, pal. I hope you're well. You're from the Neighborhood Master Chaos. Back with you once again. Come on in. Yeah, don't be shy. Come on in. Don't worry. Sumo's friendly. He won't bite. Grab a seat. We're talking home invasion movies today, and I hope you'll join me for this discussion of the film Curfew from Vinegar Syndrome. Oh man, Sumo, have you seen this one?
Dopey.
Well, I have, and I'll tell you all about it on today's episode. I'd never heard of this movie before. This was a first-time watch, a first-time discovery, which is one of the things I love about Vinegar Syndrome. I thought I knew my way around the video store, but somehow Vinegar Syndrome finds their grubby little mitts into the deep, dark recesses of the American video store, and they dig out some junk and some gems. Today, we're talking about a gem. I'm happy to report that this one is quite the picture, and I'll go into more details. Stick around to the end because I'll explain the top 3 things that are missing from this movie that would have made it a masterpiece, but this is still a pretty damn good picture. Let's talk about the plot. Curfew from 1989 runs 86 minutes and is directed by Gary Winnick. This film is kind of a strange type of melange of movie. It's a little bit of a home invasion. Well, actually, it's a lot of a home invasion, but it's also kind of a slasher movie, kind of an escaped mental patient movie, and kind of a survival horror movie. It's kind of a little bit of everything, and honestly, it all blends well together, which I'm happy to report makes this a must-watch, hell, a must-own Vinegar Syndrome title. Ray and Bob Perkins are brothers whose grisly killing spree has landed them on death row. Plotting a daring escape, they break free from prison with vengeance in mind, setting targets in the form of the key witnesses against them, but particularly the judge in their trial and the prosecuting attorney. Leaving a trail of maimed corpses as they enact their revenge, the brothers finally arrive at their prime target, the home of District Attorney Walter Davenport and his wife. What they don't expect, however, is the late return of the Davenport's teenage daughter, Stephanie. For Halloween fans, Stephanie is played by Kyle Richards, of course, Lindsay Wallace from the franchise, now newly returned to the fray with Halloween Kills and Halloween Ends, from what I understand. She's in here, and for some reason, I don't understand if it was for warmth or aesthetic qualities, she's decided to glue little fuzzy caterpillars to her face. When you write a script, you always want to put your characters in a position where the audience is like, how the fuck are they going to get out of this? Wait, how is this movie not going to be over in 1 minute? This movie does this constantly, and I love that. I appreciate that very much because that tells me one thing. That tells me that the writer is confident enough in his characters and the situations that he can throw us and them curveballs, and there will always be a solution that leads to more genuine organic growth in the plot. Here, characters keep getting, tied up. They keep getting freed. You think, oh, well, movie's over. How the fuck is the movie not over yet? And something happens. It's all done, honestly, perfectly. And this is kind of my favorite Vinegar Syndrome type of film to discover, like Shallow Grave, like Sudden Fury, where you don't know what to expect, and it is delivered in such a simple package. You don't really expect it to be such a full throttle, balls to the wall thriller. You can tell I loved Curfew. I loved it very much. Have I shown you the slip, though? I should probably go over that real quick. Look at that. I love that artwork. That's great. Like, see, I would get a poster of this. I probably wouldn't pay $45 for it, but I do love the setup here. I think that's really beautiful. The back's a little plain, but that's fine. Honestly, most of my favorite slips have a plain background, so maybe I have a new theory. If the background is plain like this, it's just words or some kind of like little image, then it's probably going to be a really damn good movie. I'll keep up with that, see if that continues to be the case. I love this. And then you do get a reversible slip in the packaging here. We'll open that up here. There's the disc and the reversible slip. This is artwork you might be more familiar with. I do remember seeing that in stores, video stores, I should say. Never rented it, but now I'm glad that it's in my life. As it stands, Curfew is a near masterpiece. I loved it. I think it's great. Can you wait for a sale? Absolutely. Wait for a sale. But put this on your list because I think you're going to dig it. As it stands, it gets 4 stars from your Philly Neighborhood Mastercast. I mean, I'll be honest, it's nearly 5 stars. But there's a couple things I wish, could have been improved on. So I'm going to be a little stricter than normal. Usually I'm kind of nicer to these movies, believe it or not. So I'm going to go with 4 stars for Curfew. I really, really dug it. It's good. It's so good, and it's so well made, and that to me, honestly, trumps anything. Nudity, blood and guts, whatever. As long as it's well made and well written and well acted, then you got me, bitch. You win. You win, movie. Wendell Wellman is amazing in this. He is sort of the lead Psycho Brothers, 2 brothers. He, by the way, is a screenwriter. He's a fellow screenwriter. He worked on some films with Clint Eastwood. Speaking of Wendell Wellman, here you get an interview with him. It runs about 17 minutes. And lastly, you get an interview with the editor, Carol Kravitz-Ayakanian. I would have loved a commentary track, and there's not one on here. Unfortunately, I believe the director passed away, which is unfortunate. Rest in peace, sir. Great fucking movie. But, the features are what the features are. It's always nice to get something with these movies, especially if you enjoyed the movie. And I did very much, and I was happy to hear from Wendell about his time on the film, the way he prepared and all that good stuff. I would like to hear from John Putch, who's still alive and directing, apparently. He's switched over to directing, so I'd love to hear from him, because he's the one familiar guy that I've seen in other movies. I believe he's in Jaws 3. I think he's in Jaws 3. I think he's... Oh, geez, I think he's a Brody boy. And he dies. No, he doesn't die. No, he lives. He dies in part 4. That's right, but I think he's played by a different character. In Jaws 4. Anyway, we're not talking Jaws 4, we're talking Curfew. But anyway, he's in Jaws 3 in case you're curious. Great movie, fantastic stuff. I think you're gonna dig it. No. I know you're gonna dig it. You think they'll like it?
Sure they will, MC.
What the fuck are you anyway?